Hi Aries, and welcome to my channel, Higher Healing Tarot. I'm going to be doing a reading for you today about your positive energies, some of the challenges coming up in here in March 2023, and what you need to make some time for. So let's get started. Oops. Okay, first we're going to look at the positive energies coming through. These are for March 2023 for Aries. Positive energies coming through. Positive energy. Okay. And we have the Seven of Swords. And we have the Four of Pentacles. Let's look at your challenges. We have the Queen of Cups. Sorry, guys, I'm going to fix that. Seven of Wands, Ten of Wands, and the Four of Swords. And finally, what you need to make time for, and I'm going to go through and clarify all these too. What you most need to take time for, Aries. What Aries needs to make time for. You have the Death card and you have the Lovers. Very interesting. Okay. Energy under the deck, Two of Pentacles. All right, so let's first look at your positive energies that are coming through. Now, Seven of Swords always is like, representing like lying, stealing, cheating, like all of this. But it's also about seeing things in a different way. It's a different perspective on things. Like he's taking the swords because he doesn't really want to go to war. He's stealing the enemy's weapons so that they have nothing to fight with, which means he won't have to fight. So it is about taking small steps and bringing things in that are going to be easier for you and just kind of like looking at things from a new perspective. Four of Pentacles is about a stability coming in. So these are like your positive energies. It's about looking at things in a different way and also just being, having stability in that. And, this is, in this card, this third chakra really starts to shine. It really starts to come through on this card, even just the way he's even holding it. And this is about that, like self-empowerment. Like this feeling is just coming through. So whatever emotional turmoil you feel like you're going through right now, or whatever decisions that you're having issues with right now around anything, the Lover's card is here, so this may have something to do with a relationship, romantic relationship with yourself, or a relationship in your job, relationship with money. I mean, like when we bring in relationships, it can be about anything. That covers a wide range of things. It's not just romantic relationships. This is about, coming from a place of empowerment, coming from a place of like what is important to you, and how you can make that easier, how you can look at this in a different way. So the energy is supporting you in that right now. All right, then we're going to get into here your challenges around that. So first we had this Queen of Cups come up. So again, if you're kind of dealing with things from an emotional standpoint, you're not allowing like the natural flow of things to go through. If you're in your head all the time worrying about things, and it's the emotional upset of, oh, they cheated on me. So, now I'm like, I'm so hurt. I'm so devastated. I hate them. I love them. Like, it's just not clearly going to get you to where you need to be. So, the challenges are about standing your ground, really, again, this is about the empowerment of this, like bringing things to a place where it is not burdening you. It doesn't have to be a burden. It could be something that is just a learning experience. So, Four of Swords comes up here. Put some time into that. It's funny because I made this category the challenges, and the next thing is to make time for. And it often comes up, the last card in this category will be something you need to make time for. You need to start thinking things through. How could I have done this differently? What do I really feel about this relationship? Is it worth hanging on to? What did I learn from this experience? What do I need to know moving forward if this is the end of this relationship? If this is about career, it could be like, definitely when we're talking about career, it's always a lesson being learned. What am I carrying? What kind of like burden am I carrying here? Because if this is something that I can actually let go of, and I could just come up with a new way of doing it, this won't burden me anymore. So you really have to look into these things individually, whether it be a relationship, a career thing, finances, there's some pentacles coming up in this reading, so practicalities of life, whatever this is, just to really start thinking it through in a more, it's funny because it has to come through in a more logical, left-brained manner, but it's to be more spiritual about your decision-making processes and about your emotions and about bringing balance into that, because if you don't, it's going to completely throw you off again. And that's why this two of Pentacles is coming up here. It's like you got to get out of like the rocky water, the turbulent waters here. Like it's the only way you're going to get out. So which brings us to what you need to make time for, and the Death card comes up. So the Death card is really about bringing something that is not working to an end. And on top of that was the Lovers. So if this is a romantic relationship, it's either going to enter into, there's going to be a new awakening with it, basically. You're going to see like a change happen in it. There's no Tower in this reading, not yet anyway, we haven't clarified. There's no Tower in this reading yet, but like this may have been something that happened in a romantic relationship, and if it is, then you have to really look at this as if it's a relationship worth hanging on to, then what is a new way? Like, so I noticed that people are in relationships and bad things happen and they don't want to let go of the relationship. And then what they find, though, is that it levels up. It levels into a new place, but there's a lot of like negotiation that has to go on between that. There's a lot of communication that has to go on within that. You can't just decide, it's over and I'm not doing anything, and then move on and then trash them to all your friends, and like it can't be like that. Like there has to be more to it. If it's worth hanging on to, it's worth trying to figure out. That requires not only looking at the relationship, but looking at the relationship with yourself around love and romantic issues. Is there a trust thing involved here? Is it my trust issue that's involved here? And again, this falls into all categories of relationships, and this reading really seems to get into that realm of relationships and how to kind of navigate around that. And again, it could be money, it could be financial, it could be romantic love, it could be just your relationship with yourself. So let's bring some clarity here to everything. And guys, remember to please subscribe to my channel. I love the comments, so anytime you can comment on anything, if it resonates with you, please do so. Okay, and we're going to clarify your positive energies, and we have the Emperor came out. All right, so yeah, so this really fits with bringing things in from a new perspective, getting true stability. Like the Emperor represents all of those things. The Emperor's like always has his feet firmly placed on the ground. He's doing what's best for the collective. So, you know, although this card comes out almost like a narcissist card sometimes because he's very much about the final decision is his. But you have to be that way sometimes. It's not being a narcissist. It's being just clear about your wants and needs and your happiness in life. So, you know, this card coming out is just saying that. Make sure that you're standing up for what your belief system is. Get clear on that. And, you know, just kind of don't be wishy-washy about it. Don't be you know, again, there's like this standing your ground kind of thing. Like you have to do what you have to do to make sure you're in this state of happiness. And the Emperor's like really, I mean, like, you know, he's wearing a red cloak. Like, look, he's wearing a red cloak, and there's actually like almost like a heart on his shoulder. And red is like always representative of the root chakra to me. So this is just like very grounded. And then we have this Four of Pentacles here. So this is like get yourself stabilized, get yourself grounded before you do anything, before you start making any decisions. Okay, so to clarify your challenges. We have the Queen of Swords, and look, there's that energy repeated again, that Seven of Wands. This is exactly what I just said. You have to stand your ground and come up with a new perspective. Figure out what you need to do and then go ahead and bring it forward, because if you're letting all the other things in life, if you're letting all these things, these financial or romantic relationships or whatever, rule you and rule over your emotions, like with this Queen of Cups here. I wanted to call her the Queen of Hearts. I always call her the Queen of Hearts. If you are letting this happen, it's like you're just like you're carrying a burden. You're chasing your own tail, kind of. That's what I keep saying. It's like a dog chasing its own tail. Like you're going around in circles and nothing's going to change. You have to make the change, and by doing that, you really have to get through some of these issues. And usually they're around trust. They're self. When we're talking about issues and being able to stand your ground, and this is like a lot of like third chakra empowerment stuff. This is self-empowerment, but you first have to clear out like all the trust issues, all the crap that you've had in past relationships. Spirit is really calling for everybody to like come at this now, move into this with new perspectives and a new way of thinking about all of this. And there's just like an entirely new way of doing this. I am going to be doing a free event on energy clearing, which is going to be really, really important for you to be able to like kind of wrap your head around what needs to be done here. So if you want to see that, it's going to be in the description box. And of course, at any time, guys, my website in the description box if you ever want to do personal reading or energy clearing with me. But yeah, Spirit is really trying to get this through. It's kind of really knocking on your head here going, hey, you got to start thinking about this different, and you got to start thinking about yourself and where you stand in it and what's important to you. Because if you don't, you're going to end up in this, like, you know, this bad position again. So this is learning a new way around relationships. That's what this is really representing. Okay, so let's clarify what it's time to make time for. And we have the Three of Wands, and we have the Fool. Yeah, a new way of doing things, thinking out of the box, just coming up with new ideas, a new way of bringing the relationships in your life to a different point, to have it come to you in a different way, not in such the burdensome way that it has been coming into you. So yeah, you have the Fool there again. Look at the yellow coming in, third chakra. Very interesting energy. Knight of Swords under the deck. Get moving, take action, start doing something towards this, because it's not going to figure it out itself. All right, I'm going to pick some outcome cards here. 2 cards here. We have the 5 of Pentacles. And we have the 9 of Swords. And again, there you are with that 8 of Pentacles. Like, just getting to work. Like, yeah. You know, 5 of Pentacles here, just like act in your highest power. Whatever is going on that is making you feel, this is around your health too, that's making you feel that like you're just not getting to where you need to be, or in a relationship, if you've been left out, that feeling of being left out or being left out in the cold, or you know, not really getting your needs are not being met. It's telling you to rise up and get into that, because it's not you're going to need to change it. 9 of Swords, just getting out of this is stressing you out. This is what needs to change. You can't just stay in this state, because that state is really going to you know, it's not good. You're not going to be able to move forward in it. And to clarify, yeah, I mean, like a lot came out, but you have like the Hermit here, the Knight of Pentacles, the Justice card, which is again like, you know, you have this nine of sorry, let me get this a little bit better. This 9 of Wands energy coming in again of this burden, having a new awakening in this, bringing it forward, taking time to think about it. I mean, it's all here. Like, you really want to just start thinking about how you are going to do this and how you are going to change this energy. The Hermit comes in to like put some light on this, whatever the situation is. And really think through about relationships. And by relationships, I mean how you act towards money. Is your finances good? Like, have you done your taxes? Or are you just like, I don't want to do it? Are your relationships with your family, your relationships romantically or with your spouse, all of these different types of relationships, your career, your work situations. This is the type of relationships that I'm talking about. So it does take some processing to go through and say, what am I going to do about this? Because it's not working the way it is now. You're in great energy to do it. Spirit is supporting it 100% right now. So now is the time, you guys. Just do it. Okay. And again, this is repeat energy. You had this before. Take action. Yeah, I said just do it and then take action. Comes up here with this 9 of Swords. Like, charge into this. Get it going. Energy under the deck is the 6 of Pentacles. Again, get some balance here. Because now, like, all the Pentacles are coming up. So the practicalities of your life. Get some balance here. Save what you have. Do what you need to do for you. And, you know, bring some balance into your life in that. What's going to work for me first and then for others. Okay. And I'm just going to get a little Keepers of the Light here. Do all cool. Dharma unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. And there's that 7 of Swords. Yes. I believe I even like said that at the beginning of the reading, to take one step here, to take small steps towards this. Yeah, this really falls into place with this 7 of Swords here. And one more, Sir Niños, life force, express your driving passions, sensual and sexual powers are increased. This is Kundalini energy. Kundalini energy is, again, very root chakra oriented. It starts from there. Second chakra, sexual energy. So this is like more of a calling to me to work on your lower chakras. So you have root, you have second, and you have third, and all of these are going to kind of help you get to this next level here. Once you start clearing energy from these, it'll boost you up into like where you need to be next. All right. Well, that was a very interesting reading, Aries, and I hope it made sense to you. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Take care. Have a great March.